All right, so apparently Donald Trump has decided to slow down everybody's tax return, especially if they're getting the earned income tax credit, which I do. I have a kid. I work 40 plus hours a week. Make sure I spend time with my child and with my family. I make crap. My taxes end up by the end of the year. I make 15,000. I know how to use the tax system, not as well as Donald Trump, because I think it's hilarious that my taxes are being fucked with by a guy who tries not to pay any. So Donald Trump has decided to slow the process down. I don't know, is he going to have somebody go over each one individually? Because, I mean, I'm still safe then. I don't give a shit. Unless they're actually changing the tax rules. And that's not what they said they're doing. They're just delaying them. I guess they're all being reviewed. I don't give a shit. I do my taxes right. The only problem I run into is I don't claim Melody because we're not married. Actually, wait, no, I think I did claim her. I'll be honest, I understand the math, but I don't do the taxes. Mel does. I know how to do my taxes, so I go over them with her when she's putting them in. I'm a little worried about our president. Because the very first thing he did was started signing executive orders. Isn't that the same thing he raised a fit about Obama, saying you don't run the presidency by elective order or something along those lines? All he's done since he got into office was sign executive orders to basically empower the racists and the fucking hateful people. I think part of the reason that a lot of the people I know get along with me is because I'm an asshole. I understand it and I admit it. But I don't discriminate. I don't give a shit what parts you got, what color you are, where you came from, where you were born. None of that shit really matters. I tend to make judgments about people based on who they are. I have friends that they believe strongly in a God. I could name them off, but, I'm not trying to call anybody out. I consider them to be friends. I can think of at least two right off the top of my head that if they showed up on my page, people that I have never met in actual physical life, that I have only had the digital association with. But if they were to show up on one of my posts and make the comment that I had maybe gone too far, my first reaction would be to stop and reread what I wrote. Because I trust their opinion. I don't consider myself to be all that faithful. I have faith in me. That being said, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get me in trouble most of the time. I have a tax return coming. And then the videos are going to change up a little again. Because instead of walking or riding, well, there'll be more. Well, no, they won't really change that much. Perhaps I'll start actually trying to work up a theme for some fucking video. When I'm driving, it's actually easier because I can just put a sticky note on the dashboard or something to remind me to keep coming back to a particular point. Like my irritation that Donald Trump has decided to slow down the tax process. A man that tries to get out of paying as much tax as he possibly can is accusing the poor of misusing the tax system. No, I don't trust him. Not in the least. And it's because I haven't seen anything from him that makes me think he's trustworthy. Fuck, he associates with people that I can't trust. I say it again. You remember that couple, that gay couple that wanted to get a cake made and were turned away because they found out that they were taking it to a gay wedding, and they were like, no, that's against our religious beliefs. What, making cakes? Remember the governor that said that's acceptable? Remember that guy? What was his name? Oh yeah, Mike Pence. I don't forget. No amount of PR is going to change the fact that I know who Donald Trump is. You're not fooling me. I was born with an immunity to spin, and the spin on this is, look, let's put it like this. Let's say they put out a law that said it's against the rules to discriminate against Christians. Didn't mention anybody else. Just said it is against the law to discriminate for any reason against Christians. Or to discriminate on anyone. Big Heineken truck. Humans tend to react along the lines of, when you're told that you can't do a thing, that we try and find ways that we can expand upon what we're allowed to do there. All right. Well, we're not allowed to fuck with Christians. It didn't say anything about Jews and Muslims. Yeah, I don't trust where it's going. Not convincing me that shit's on the up and up. I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything, but at the same time, I'm not foolish enough to believe that a bunch of billionaires have my poor ass's best interests at heart. It just doesn't wash. Doesn't make any sense. You mean to tell me that Donald Trump wants to speak for me? No. Come on, man. I don't buy that. That would be foolish. I don't believe that any more than I believe that Betsy DeVos has any idea what she's doing being the Secretary of Education. Or putting a brain surgeon who sounds like Droopy Dog in charge of HUD. His actions worry me. He's a narcissist. I mean, that should be obvious even to his fucking followers. I mean, how can you not think he's hiding something when he refuses at this point to acknowledge that he was ever going to show his tax returns? He's untrustworthy. That's all there is to it. As much as they tried to make Hillary look untrustworthy, he is as bad. And I know I'm breaking my own rule there by, we're talking about Trump. Don't bring up Hillary because they're not the same person. Anyway, mostly just me bitching because they delayed my tax return until like second week of February. It's not a huge problem, except that I really would like to pick up a car because it's 20 fucking degrees out right now. Maybe 25, 26. Give a little room for variation. But it's cold as fuck. Anyway, I'll be back.